ain't ready. Okay. All right. This is Tracie. Tell me your story.
Hi, I'm Tracie, and I'm 2 years out. And
How old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 25 when I was diagnosed and found my tumor in my right breast.
You found it yourself?
Yeah, I found it myself, and I think like the most craziest part to that with me was I was sleeping, and I woke up and I was holding my chest because I had heartburn and my arm hit my boob, and I said, "What is that?" And I was like, that was so weird. And for some reason at that point, it really scared me. Like I have messages to this day where I text my mom and I was like, I just found this lump in my breast and it's like really weird and it's really scary. Like I couldn't go back to sleep. I was really afraid. Never thought cancer. My mom's a cancer survivor. Not hereditary, not genetics in my testing that I had. So I eventually went back to sleep and that was it. I just forgot about it. And I went to my annual checkup and I thought, okay, well, if it's anything, the doctor will say something, he'll know it. He did my breast exam, did everything, it's good to go. 2 weeks later, I went to my mom's house and I said, hey, remember that thing I told you about that night? I said, can you feel it just to see what's going on? My mom felt it and we literally walked out the door within 5 minutes to go to my doctor. And she didn't tell me right then and there, but it felt like her tumor. She said just like her tumor when she was diagnosed. When I went to my PCP, another like surprising aspect is me, they were taking it very serious. I hear a lot of women, they're like, oh, it could be this and send you home.
They brush you off.
They were absolutely on top of it. My doctor was like, we're going to send you for a mammogram. Now, it was happening so fast. I was like, y'all, I got stuff to do. I was about to go out of town to Houston. Like, I was trying to do me, and they were like, no, we need to see what's going on.
But they were taking it that serious because of your mom.
Yes.
Which I had no idea. And so the first thing the doctors were telling me was to take out my birth control. I was like, every doctor I saw first was like, birth control, take it out. Are you still on it? So I was like, that was weird. And yeah, a couple days later, mammograms and biopsy later, it was stage 3 in the right breast cancer, 2 different cancers because it was 2 different tumors in my right breast. One was really developed, which was 6 centimeters, and the other tumor was really tiny and it was starting to grow. So the cancer was making a trail, kind of just doing what its little crazy stuff do.
So did it get to your lymph nodes?
When they checked my lymph nodes after 6 months of chemotherapy, the tumor was still in my breast, but it had shrank down to 2 centimeters from 6. But I didn't have a complete response, and they took 9 lymph nodes out of my breast, the central nodes, and like 2 out of 9 came up positive. So they were like, we want to check the auxiliary nodes. So they went in and did the auxiliary dissection and took 21 nodes and all were negative. And after that, I did my 33 treatments of radiation. I did my reconstruction.
You didn't have chemo?
Yeah, I did 6 months of chemo first to try and shrink the tumor.
Okay.
And then it shrank a little bit. The double mastectomy, followed by the radiation, and then followed by the reconstruction. And so here I am.
And how are you feeling now?
Honestly, I really have been at a lot of peace about a lot of things.
That's beautiful.
Even when my heart was failing and I was having to stop chemo because my heart just was completely going under. Even when, like, you know, my doctor was like, oh, there's something on your liver, there was something, you know, even with all that, like, I just had peace about it. Like, I was just like, okay, I think I'm like, I just want to be in the know. If it's there, let me know just so we can.
Can I ask you a question? Did you have adriamycin as one of your chemos?
No, because I was positive. Everything was positive. I was ER positive, 99.9%. I was HER2 positive, +3 is the highest. And then I was progestogen positive.
Okay, well, I don't get that because I was everything positive as well, but I was
the
on...
adriamycin doesn't matter. That's just like this is what they call the red devil, the devil push. And
Yeah,
I said that because
it really is the red
adriamycin
devil.
can lead to congestive heart failure down the line. They never told me that. I read it 2 years later. If not everybody, but it's a possibility it can cause congestive heart failure.
Well, see, Herceptin was the drug that was causing it. It was my Herceptin, which is for the positive. Did you do Herceptin?
I didn't. I did AC, which is...
adriamycin, Cytoxin.
Taxetol.
Did Taxol and...
Perjeta.
Something else I did. I can't think of it right now. And then Zometa. which is
That's for the bones.
That's for my
The
Yeah,
bones.
bone meds. Yeah, I didn't have the Adrian medicine. I just had the Taxotere,
I think I did
the
that.
Because I think
Herceptin,
they
the
would do AC.
Perjeta.
I did
4 rounds of
AC.
and because my cancer was so aggressive, they had to go dose this, which means the strongest for my weight and height, and I had to go every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But now
Well,
they're
I went
spreading
every week. I
Taxol
went every
out so you don't
Thursday.
wind up with permanent neuropathy. I was like, why weren't they doing that 6
Yeah,
years
I
ago?
did 4 with the AC and then
Yes.
4 the
I felt it
Taxol.
after
Those
the
dense.
first one, and then the bone pain. I said it felt like somebody was taking a slam.
It felt like my bones were exploding.
I would just go out, and I'm rubbing. Like I got good exercise in because I would go from my
Like,
knees
even
to
with the
my-
Neupogen.
You gotta make yes, but yes, there was a lot of things I found out that they don't tell you, and I believe it's because they have not experienced it. So that's why.
Or
I'm
not even
always
the skin
talking
you have to have too, I think
about that,
sometimes.
too. But ironically, I had no fear from day one. When
Wow.
I found my lump, and my husband was like, "Oh, that's nothing," and it reminded me of a boiled egg. And he was like, "That's probably nothing." I said, "No, it's something." I said, "No, it's." I just knew.
You knew.
I was the first
your
one in my
instincts
family.
and your discernment, or I don't doubt that at all. Because when I realized how serious things were when I was born from, they was like, okay, go see this doctor, go do this mammogram, go do this. I was like, oh, this getting serious, ain't it? Like, I should probably act like this is a big deal, huh? And then when it happened, I was like, yeah, I got cancer, y'all, but I want to go to Wingstop right quick. You know, get my 10-piece lemon pepper. I want to go to the movie still. The day I got diagnosed, I stayed in class because I was in class in my statistics class for my nursing program. I stayed in class that day. And I went to Wingstop and I went to the movies. And the next day I woke up and was like, okay, what do we do next?
When I got the call, I says, okay, I had all these questions. It was like, oh, it's triple negative, it's metaplastic. I said, okay, what does it mean? And I'm throwing all kind of questions. She's like, I don't know, but a breast health will call in the morning. I was like, okay, but blah, blah, what do I do next? And by the time I got the call from the breast health nurse the next morning, I had a boatload of questions, especially because I couldn't find a lot about my type of cancer. And but that was my goal. And I was like, and that's the way, I know it's not typical for me. I went to a support group and the facilitator was like, there's no way you couldn't have had fear. I said, why not? I said, evidently you don't know me. I said, people that know me, I mean, I always felt like I was from another planet. So when I got this rare and aggressive breast cancer, it was like, it was a
Confirmation.
no-brainer.
You've not been planet, ma'am.
Okay, so that's why I feel like I was diagnosed, to encourage and be a blessing to others. There's no other reason why. And then a year later, my older sister was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer, but not metaplastic. Then 9 months later, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic lung cancer and metastasized to her ribs. So
Jesus.
she's doing fine, and she just hit 79 last month.
God bless her.
And she's over 4 years after them telling her she had 8 to 10 months. I said, they are not in
Won't
charge.
he do it? Won't he do it? Get all the glory. Thank you. 4 years later.
Yes, 4 years, and she's still,
Won't he do it?
and she's had knee replacements. She just had 3 weeks ago her rotator cuff replaced, or she had one done 1 year, and she's doing fine.
Amazing.
She's doing good. So, to all of you, I say, hope.
Try to hold
yes.
on to it.
Keep hope alive.
Yes, hold on to it.
Hold on.
So
So how's your life changed since breast cancer?
It's been a roller coaster ride, because I do notice, like, okay, the relationship issue. I was with my guy 4 years. We had been together 2.5, 3 before my diagnosis. That ended very ugly. Like, and then, like, when I first got diagnosed and I heard, and I was going to these classes and stuff, and I was listening to these women in my groups and stuff talking about how their husbands did this and left them and their boyfriend. I was like,
That is horrible.
I was like, my boyfriend would never do that.
Until he does
He's
it.
a pastor. He loves me. And
He loves the Lord, so he's not gonna leave me.
Rude
So
awakening.
cancer told me, girl, you can't put no doubt. Don't, girl. The benefit of the doubt in people is very there. Like, sorry, but it opened my aspect to people, like people who really supported me. Like, I feel
you
like
who your true supporters were. Yeah.
my mommy, like if it, like mommy, or like sister, but some of the friends, like,
Oh,
that was
you
just-
find out who
Your
your true friends
friends
are.
Yeah.
that was hard.
Your party friends, you ain't nowhere to be found.
Because I like you, but if you can't support me at my literally
My
weakest
worst.
moment in my life,
Rock
there's
bottom.
nothing I need to communicate with you ever about.
Yes.
Like, nothing.
Shut
if you
it
don't
off.
understand
Shut it
that.
down.
But it is kind of hard, because even like to this day, I mean, it's hard to, you know, go through cancer and look this good. Sorry.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
And like, but that confuses people a lot. They don't understand how
Oh,
much
you
pain
don't
on
look
the
sick.
inside.
If I had, you don't look sick. You were fine yesterday. You were out yesterday.
And like, we were just fine. And then in 1 second, you can be like, I'm sick. And they don't understand that. Like, and then my friends
We
will
went
be
from
like,
eating breakfast to cleaning up vomit. Like, you don't know how quick things can change. But you look at it like, oh, she look fine. She look fine.
Well, what happens with you behind closed doors?
All the nights you spent
yeah,
there
they don't see the
crying.
nights on the toilet. They don't see the nights hanging on the toilet.
The 5.5 years of constant playing. You know, it's like, okay, what can I do? These pain meds aren't working. You know?
And even in I take 26 pills a day. So you should expect me at some point not to feel well. Like at some point, some of these side effects kick in.
Yep. And I've had friends mad at me because, like, of course, I'm gonna go to the mall with y'all at 7 and then we'll go to a movie. 6:30 come and I'm like, I'm tired, y'all. You always flaking on us, Tracie.
It's not that we flaking.
Like, do you care about my health? And then I have
change
friends,
instant.
and I have friends who they don't ask me, hey, how's things going? How's the doctor? It's like you're in remission. Yeah, you're in remission.
Come over here and wash these dishes.
You need dinner? You want me to bring dinner for
But
you?
my thing is, don't even ask me. Just do it.
Just
Don't, because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you no. No, I'm okay. I will stall before I
because we
ask
do
for
not
help.
want to be.
You don't want to be a burden on someone else. You know, I will stall first. But if you just come over and just bring something, I might not eat all of it, but I'm going to, finger through it and pick out the parts I like and probably heat it up at 4 a.m. for my next medicine, right? So don't even ask. Just do it. You see it's 7 dishes in there, don't ask if I want you to do the 7 dishes. I'm going to say no, because I put those dishes in there, so I'll get them. But if you just do them, thank you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah,
Good looking
someone
out.
told me learn how to say. First of all, I used to always help people. Somebody told me learn how to say no.
Learn how to say no with no
Sometimes
explanation.
No is a sentence. Is a complete sentence.
No is a
You
complete
don't
sentence.
say, oh no, blah blah blah. You just say no. And if somebody asks to do something for you, you say thank you.
No, I lost one of my good friends because it was like school had just started back, and I had my cousin had brought me back to school, and I went to go get him some gas money.
And people be like, who are you talking to? All I have is hands in this video. Go ahead.
And I was getting my cousin some gas, and I passed out while I was getting the gas, and he was like, I'm not taking you to school, I'm taking you back home to mom's. And I was like, no, take me to school. And I was just having a really bad day because I had just had radiation, and normally I take a nap right after radiation because I feel so bad. Yes.
Radiation naps are required.
Yes, that's a requirement. And what happened? I get to school and they had to drop my classes and everything. We couldn't figure out what was going on. And I found one of my friends who I was really close to for about 2 semesters. And I was jokingly saying, well, I'll just sleep on your couch. And she told me, no, like very nicely, opposite of nicely. And I was like, well, why not? And she said, Damien's on our couch. And I was like, well, doesn't he's a RA, which is like the person who watches over the dorm. So I was like, he has his own dorm. Why can't your sick friend sleep on your couch until my business is, complete? And she said that her boyfriend passed from cancer. And I was letting her know when we did get my room ready, she kept asking me, can I help you? Can I help you? Do you want any help? And then she went to go grab my stuff and started opening my bags and stuff. And it pissed me off because I'm like, I'm not the type of person that just wants people doing stuff for me. Like, I can't sit there while you going through my stuff and, putting stuff away. I want to do that. So I kept telling her, I was like, no, it's fine. And it was irritating me because you keep coming at me, asking me the same question, and I'm like, no, I got it, no. Like, I'm not really worried about unpacking right now. It's the school don't start until, 2 days. I'm not worried. And so I guess I snapped. And mind you, I'm on steroids. I'm on...
They don't understand. This is an emotional battle. This battle is all emotions. So it's very emotional.
And so I told her...
And it's a roller coaster.
It is. And I had done told her, I was like, I'm tired. I just want to sleep. Because mind you, I done did the chemo. I done passed out. I mean, not chemo, my radiation. I'm not feeling good. And so I was like, no, damn it. I was like, you know what I'm going through, because her boyfriend. And she was like, you disrespectful, just went off on me, and we're not even friends anymore. But just because I turned her help down. I was like, you can't make someone, you know, accept your help.
It was bigger than that. It wasn't just that.
It has to be.
I was very